Good morning, students. Today, our topic is aggregate function. As you know, we have one row line function and multiple row function. So, in one row function, it will work only in one row, and multiple row function, this function will work in a multiple rows. So that's why we can say these are the aggregate function. So for example, round function we will talk about. The round function will work only in a single row, and if we'll use aggregate function like sum, max, min, count, so that will work in a multiple rows. This question is very important in the point of Viva also. Okay, what is the difference between single row function and multiple row function, and give some examples of aggregate function and what is a aggregate function. Such kind of questions can be put up also by the examiner during the Viva. So we have a distinct and all keyword. In distinct keyword, it will work in a multiple rows, as well as it will return you only unique values or distinct values. And all is just opposite of the distinct. So it will give you all the duplicate values, and it will also work in a multiple rows. So let's take example of AVG function. It will return the average of the given range. So AVG listing, this whatever the command keyword is in a square bracket, that means it will be optional. It is not need, it is no need to give you, means up to you whether you want to give it or not. So it is not mandatory. Okay, so AVG listing all. So return average value. So question is, you have to find out the average salary of all employees listed in the table employee L EMPL. Select AVG, not average, it is AVG, and we have to implement in salary keyword. So we have written sal, and this average you have given for your convenience. If you will not give, so it will not return you. It will work only in salary function, means salary function it will work. Okay, but here it will work in salary column, and it will return you in a average value like that. This way it will give you the result from table name. It will return the entire it will takes all the salary rows, and then it will return the average function. Now count function, this function counts the number of rows. Okay, so count function, we can use it star also, it is also optional, and distinct keyword also, and all keyword also. Okay, so star function basically work in, it will return you how many not star, count function will return you how many records are there, how many employees are working there. So for that you will use count function. So count function will not work in null values. Okay, got it? If any null values is given there, so it will not count that row. But count star function will count all the duplicate values, as well as it will count null values also. So if you do not want the duplicate value should be there in count star function, so you can use distinct there. Okay, like count number of records. So we can write select count star. Count star will count all the null values, duplicate values, and it will turn you the result. Okay, so if you have to count the number of records, this way also you can do it. Count number of jobs in table, so you can use like that, or select count job, and this is the message will be there, job count from employee, how many distinct jobs are listed. So if you will use the count star function, that will count duplicate values also. So what we will do it, we have to use a distinct, because count function, both the count function, count ho chahe count star function hai, it will count duplicate values also. So if you will use count job, so it will count duplicate jobs also. So we have to use distinct. If you, how many distinct jobs are there? Okay, like marketing executive employees are 3, so it will count 3 employees also. Okay, but we have to select only the number of types of jobs only. So that's why we have to use with count function distinct the keyword. Max will return the maximum salary of the employees, and the min function will return the minimum value of the given column, as well as for example display the joining date of the senior most employee. The senior most employee join date but it will be very less. इसकी join date सबसे कम होगी, that means वो senior most person होगा, so we have to use min higher rate, and this way it will give you the senior most employee of the range. Sum function will return the sum of the values. Select sum total salary like that. Okay, sum of the gross. To calculate the total gross for employee of grade E2, to select sum gross from employee where grade is equal to E2. Like that we can do it. So now I will explain this question with the help of the practical also. Thank you, students.